In the last video we talked about context management and what compression means. This time we are going to discuss adding images and other documents into context. Put an image inside a document block, or a PDF inside an image block, and you get a 400 that doesn't clearly name either mistake. Getting binary content into the API comes down to pairing the right source type with the right content block, and this module is that pairing, end-to-end. 3 source types get content into a request: Base64, URL, and file. And 4 content block types read it back out, depending on what the file actually is. Pick the wrong pairing and the request fails, pick the right one and the API does the rest. The pairing is the whole trick. A PDF goes into a document block, and it's processed as both text and images at once, so Claude reads charts and scanned layout, not just the extractable text layer. Plain images go into an image block for vision. Plain text also goes into a document block, but text only. And datasets meant for analysis, not reading, go in through container_upload, straight onto the code execution container. Mix these up, an image file_ID inside a document block, say, and you get a 400 either way. 3 source types exist because the constraints genuinely differ. Base64 is the simplest, no lifecycle to manage, but it inflates the request by about a third and eats into the 32 megabyte messages limit. A URL needs no upload step at all, but the content has to already be publicly reachable, which often isn't an option. A file costs 1 upload round trip, but it's reusable, goes up to 500 megabytes, and stays inside your workspace boundary, and files are immutable by design, no rename, no in-place edit, you upload a new one and delete the old. That immutability is exactly what makes a file_ID safe to cache against. And notice, files you upload can't be downloaded back out. That's deliberate, because the API is an input and output channel, not a storage service. Citations only work because a document block is structured, the API can actually index into it. Reference the file by ID, give it a title and context so Claude knows what it's looking at, and set citations enabled to let Claude cite specific passages with source attribution. Paste that exact same content in as a plain text block instead, and you lose the structure the API needs, and the citation capability goes with it. Some things people are mistaken on. 1. .docx and .xlsx aren't supported by the document block at all. Convert to plain text, or to PDF specifically if the document has images, since PDF keeps the visual parsing and enables citations. 2. A file bigger than the context window is a 400, even though the upload itself went through fine. A 500 megabyte text file just can't fit into a single request. 3. Code execution bills even if it's never called, the moment files are attached, because they're preloaded onto the container regardless. 4. The SDK adds the file's header automatically for calls on the beta file's namespace, but the separate messages request that references the file has to pass betas itself. So, 3 source types trade off upload cost against reuse, for content blocks trade off what Claude can actually do with what you send, and getting either pairing wrong produces the same unhelpful 400. Get both right and PDFs, images, and datasets all just work. Next up is running all of this at scale, asynchronously, at half the price. If clear, sensible thinking is what you are after, subscribing is the most direct way to get the next one. See you in the next video.